tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Who's gonna catch me?
Oh my gosh, Ron, I got you.
I'll always catch you.
Oh my god. Yes. That was a great attempt at the Dirty Dancing lifting,
Thank you.
guys. That was amazing.
Maxim taught me.
Max, yes, Max and his abs. Thank you. Anyways, if you're really confused as to what after show you're watching now, this is the Fuller House After Show. I'm your host, Annika Michelle, and you can find me on Instagram at AnnikaMichelle1 and Twitter at the same one, and my website, AnnikaMichelle.com. And with me are my dancing co-hosts tonight.
Hey everyone!
DJ Jesse J, JesseJanedy.com.
Tiona
Stella
Hobson.
got her groove back.
Stella's getting her groove back. Tiona Hobson. I went blonde for the spring.
I love it.
Yes.
I like it.
I love it.
Thanks.
They're fresh, girl.
I know. I got them done yesterday, so you know. Lay across my titties. No.
Family show.
Oh yeah.
Family show.
Fuller
Okay.
House.
Not Fuller Chest.
Oh my gosh.
Or wait, what does DJ call them? She said, the Uber might see my boobers.
Yeah, she did say that. She most definitely did. This was good. Episode 3 and 4. Episode 3 we'll start with. That was called Funner House.
Mm-hmm. Well, even though it was funner outside the house.
Yeah.
It was kind of messy in the house.
It was a lot of messy inside the house. Joey's babysitting.
Yeah.
Always cause for trouble. Or a fun time if you're a kid.
I kind of like Mr. Wood. Is it just me? Please answer this question. Is it just me, or does Mr. Woodchuck look more tan this Fuller House? He was not this like dark. He was like kind of more. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like they, he maybe laid out in the sun a little long.
Maybe being down the basement,
Yeah.
asbestos, might
Yeah.
make asbestos.
Oh my god. I was thinking Joey just took him on vacation for the last 29 years.
I don't feel like Joey was on vacation. But maybe that Vegas heat.
Yeah,
you know,
that
they are
could
in
be.
Vegas. It's very hot there, especially with some of the
Venetian.
pool parties and
Yeah.
everything in the
Yeah.
summer.
Mr.
So.
Woodchuck getting his life.
I kind of honestly wonder if he had like Mr. Woodchuck at his actual wedding, Dave Coulier.
I mean, I feel like that's a part of his life. I mean, like if I was famous for that and I had little buddy Woodchuck, he'd be at my wedding.
He'd be officiating it.
Yeah.
Mr. Woodchuck.
He'd be my ring bearer. My best man.
Anyways, but the Funner House one. Okay, what do you guys overall thoughts?
I loved it. I thought it was relatable. I have so many friends who have babies who I'm the Stephanie where I'm like, hey, come on, let's go out, and then I have to figure out who's gonna babysit their kid, and I have to find all the excuses to make her get out of the house,
Yeah.
and because I know she's gonna say this about that, she's gonna worry about who's gonna feed the baby and all this stuff. So I thought it was great. I thought it was great for DJ to get that chance out, and she had fun, and it was good for the girls.
They all looked great. I think.
They all looked great.
Yeah.
DJ was showing off some legs, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, mom of 3 right there.
First
you
of all,
work it, girl.
Did you think that was the dress that they pulled out? The one she actually wore when they pulled out the skirt? I was like, that looked way too
it looked
small.
like a t-shirt. Okay, but I'm assuming that she's kind of short in real life, so on me that would maybe come up to my navel.
Right, both of us.
Yeah, because we're both so tall. But I was like, that's a t-shirt on me, but on her, it works.
It was really cute.
Yeah.
It looked really good on her. She looked amazing body. And Homegirl has 5 kids in real life.
Yo, Candace, like, at the end of the day, people, like, say crazy things about her because I watch The View all the time. And you can see she gets, like, affected by it a little bit. I think she is beyond beautiful. She has preserved herself beautifully. Because literally... I don't know, like every time I look at her, I'm like blown away by how beautiful she is.
She's gorgeous.
And she just has this light around her, and she seems so positive, but still like down and kicks it, and like will you know, like I just think she's great, and this is the perfect show for her.
Yeah, and it's great to see her transition because we got to watch her grow up. So
Yeah.
we saw her from when she was a kid through her awkward teen years, and then
prom,
all that stuff, and now we're seeing her as an adult, and it just goes to show that your best years sometimes are still to come. I look forward to those because I look at pictures of her from like then and now, and you can say it's like the style of the 90s versus the style now where you're like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking with my hair?
Right.
But it's just, I mean, she looks in incredible shape. She's happy. She's got incredible skin, and it's just like, you go, girl.
She went from Oshkosh to Mary Kay.
There you go. Oh.
Yes.
I know Jody was getting a little bit of slack on this episode on social media, which is actually kind of sad. If you ask me, I don't like it when people are mean to people, but I know they were just like, oh, Jody, you got a boob job after the show and your boobs are out, and that it's like, you went through a hard time. It's like, leave the girl alone. She's she looks great.
Yeah.
She's doing fine. She's good. She's recovered. She's sober. She's on her show.
She's honest about that past of hers. She's not trying to hide it. So by pointing it out, you're not doing anything to her.
I don't know what the boob job has anything to do with her past problems, but
were you jealous of them because they were so visible?
And she paid good money for them, so show them off.
Whatever, yeah.
And I'm just like, look, anyone that's been down that type of a road and overcome it, why are you going to sit there and try to find a hole to pop? Like, you know what I mean?
That's always a party pooper to everything, though. That's the thing. But going back to Funner House and the fun things of this episode, I'm going to start with Joey babysitting, and then we're going to go to the girls at the club.
Joey babysitting was just hilarious because I don't know about you, but if you guys have ever watched like nieces, nephews, or anything, I'm opposite from Joey because I'm like, oh yeah, kids, all right, I'll see you guys in 45 minutes, and I'm gonna be watching my show, and you guys watch your shows. But then there were some kids where it's like, I don't want to play with them, but they be so into their phones, or it's like, you're a loser, you're this. I'm like, I'm only 18 years old, calm down. So I could totally relate to Joey with this, and I think that we're in this day and age where kids are glued to the TV.
It's true, and
Mommy left.
Yeah.
So now
is the time. There's no timer on the iPad. She doesn't see what I'm watching, what games I'm playing. Every kid is addicted. It's crazy.
Were you guys allowed to watch TV when you were younger?
Yeah.
Yes, but not until after all my homework was done. We had to go outside and play first, and then we got to come inside.
I feel like more kids went out to play. They didn't care as much about TV.
Yeah, it was come inside when the street lights go on. You better be back home. And Fridays it was TGIF every Friday
Saturday
night for me.
Snick.
Like
Snick. Oh
Saturday morning cartoons. Like it was like the weekends were my TV time.
But wait, you can't tell me. I feel like every kid did this right when we got off from school. We did run home.
Yeah.
And we did turn the TV on because that's when the Magic School Bus and Arthur was on.
Yes, I love those shows.
And my mom was cool with me watching those two shows. Then I had to shut it off, do my hooked on phonics, do my homework, go outside, and then if I was lucky,
you got a nighttime show.
I could watch a nighttime show.
Yeah.
So I love watching the Mickey Mouse Club. And, like making sure I watch that and like Nickelodeon Guts and, those were the shows that I was watching, but it wasn't like a full out thing. And I'm guilty of it right now. I get home from work at like 6 o'clock. I sit my butt on the couch and I'm watching my DVR shows from like Sunday through Wednesday the whole rest of the night. And it's like, wow, when did we become so addicted to this? And, there's times where I have to force myself to get off the couch and go meet a friend for dinner or feed myself in general because I'm just that lazy.
Take care of myself, I have to
shower in 3 days.
Even though they are addicted to technology, I like that Joey had like the Nerf guns that we used to play with. Like obviously all this stuff, the Nerf gun, the Astro Blaster with the toilet paper thing that he made up. That thing was hilarious.
He created. That's what I loved about it. Because I don't know when you guys were younger,
Joey.
We used to play and create. Like when I was like in high school, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was my favorite show. And I was outside carving steaks, you know what I mean? Running around through places I probably shouldn't have been running around and pretending I was another Slayer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I loved seeing the kids' eyes light up like, what is going on here?
I did too.
But it's funny because why do we get sucked into this? I feel like it's because it's so easy to just, okay. Instead of, I have to build that, I have to put it together, I have to clean it afterwards. I feel like that's where the kids were like,
Yeah. And a little backstage info for you guys. So the scene where the Stuff and DJ and Kimmy all walk in and the slime comes on them because it's such a mess. They had to get that right in one take because they couldn't. Obviously, there's two. That's too you have long. To do 3 people shower, 3 people hair and makeup again. The kid one take. They had one take to get it right, and they did it, guys. So I'm like, I wonder what would have happened if someone just messed up that one take. Would they have still done it? Would they throw everyone in hair and makeup again? I don't know, but I'm glad they got it.
I feel like they'd be good enough to improv.
Yeah, through it. Yeah.
Through the scene.
Figure it out.
I watched that part, and to me, it was a little nostalgic.
The slime.
Because it was like slime from Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I have a little.
That's what I thought of.
I've been slimed before, and it's the best thing on earth. I was working at Kids' Choice Awards Sports 2 years ago.
Oh, recently?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, as adults. And
even better.
I'm envious because when I was younger,
that's all you wanted to do.
No, in Florida, I don't know if you've ever been to Universal Studios
fountain?
there. They have this thing where, back in the day when they would tape that Nickelodeon thing after school, and it was a whole group of kids, and they would let everyone get slimed. I was I can't remember that experience like that though. 2 years ago, that's epic.
They were sliming the kids, and we were working, and I was like, I don't care, I'm going right into this thing, and I just ran through it, and it's cold and it's gross, but it was the best feeling ever.
How long did it take to wash that?
Not that long, honestly. It comes up pretty fast.
It's mostly made out of water.
Yeah,
right?
it comes up pretty fast.
I don't know why I know that, but I studied a lot of Nickelodeon growing up, and
Tiana was trying to.
I used to try to make my own slime and yak. You guys remember the yak? There was recipes that you could do as a science experiment, and I used to
love them both.
Yeah, it's like water and not baking.
I forget what it is.
Gelatin and that kind of thing, but looser. Yeah.
And it as soon as you put it in your hand, it's hard, but then it melts down.
Yeah. And slime and yak, I believe, are both actually edible.
Really?
That's why
it's okay. That's why they can slime the kids.
To slime the kids and everything, because it's okay to eat, because it's just water and food coloring and stuff that you would already be eating.
You remember the foamy one?
Yes.
And it
We're
came
going
in
down
a star
memory
thing.
lane here.
Thank you. Just thank you. Thank you for all this positivity you guys are giving.
We hope you guys can relate. But I want to talk about Max and Val making a little cameo on this show. A little Dancing with the Stars. I know they've already announced who Jodie's partner is, and it's not Val.
Oh.
But I was kind of hoping that with this cameo, it would be a little sneak peek into, because she's on Dancing with the Stars this season, obviously, and we're so excited for her. And I was hoping that when Jodie was going to be dancing with Val, that it's this is a sneak peek of what you'll get in the show.
Well, I think it's not, and here's why. Because on this episode, they talked about Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
And from what I believe, Max and Val weren't supposed to be characters from Dancing with the Stars, were they?
They were just playing themselves.
Yeah.
But as from Dancing with the Stars?
I don't know, because Max
they
made
didn't
a little
mention.
Well, Candace did.
He said, "How do you know how to dance?" She said, "Oh, I watch Dancing with the Stars every week."
And he just kind of smirked.
Yeah. So to me, I felt like they weren't really making them Dancing with the Stars characters. So I feel next season they're probably going to film it when she's doing Dancing with the Stars. So I wonder if whoever her partner is, they're doing it so they can actually kind of tie it in.
Because I was wondering, because they started filming this over last summer, a while ago, so she probably wasn't even in talks with them to be on Dancing with the Stars yet, and it's just kind of a kismet thing that
just kind of happened.
Has happened right when it all happened. Because I know for a while, I know back in October-ish, she was still filming, and there was no Dancing with the Stars. The last season was still going, so they wouldn't have been talking to people.
Right.
That's true. Someone made an article today that Jodie Sweetin is the only one known on Dancing with the Stars this season.
Toadie is on.
Oh, is she really? I didn't know. I didn't look through the
She's
list.
From late
Facts
80s.
of Life,
Facts of Life. You know.
And then what's her name from Good Morning America?
The host.
Yeah, she's gonna be with Max.
Yeah. No, Max is not on Val.
Huh?
Val.
Oh, Val.
Max is not on. But I love that they got to dance and do the dirty dancing thing, and I love that. And you know,
I love that. Oh my God.
Kimmy, DJ?
and Francisco, they were known at the club. Got right in. Gibbler got them right in. Got them the velvet seats.
Yeah.
I love that when DJ took a sip of the alcohol, she was like, "Woo!" Because it's so funny when I've taken my mommy friends out, they're like one drink and they're done.
They're done.
I'm good.
And I love I didn't like the girl obviously that he was with, but who's gonna like that?
Oh yeah,
just another blonde, like, you know, throwing cheap shots at the ex-wife. But
we need that tension.
It's true, you need it. You can't be like, oh, I just want you. I mean, like, he's still kind of cheating, but not really. Like,
but we see that he cares at the end because he, what did he say hurt him? He sprained something so he couldn't catch her.
His wrist or something?
Yeah.
Something. But he couldn't catch, like, his leg, because he couldn't catch the current girl.
Right, because he didn't want Kimmy to lose.
Yeah, that's sweet. Cute. It's sweet. And then I love that Max and Val caught Kimmy, because, you know, DJ is trying. She's like, I got you. And then she goes flying over DJ's head on top of these two tall guys.
That was
Loved
hilarious.
it. It was amazing.
That was really great.
I mean, what girl doesn't want to be caught in a Dirty Dancing lift with Max and Val?
It made me want to see her on Dancing with the Stars.
I know. I wonder if that's going to, like, come up, because she was pretty good.
Yeah.
And we've all known, like, kind of through the years that Stephanie has the dance move. She did the dance team. She did, like, those whatever. So I'm excited to see how she'll be on Dancing with the Stars. And someone tweeted the other day to John Stamos or somebody and said, like, oh, is that Jodie really singing? And he was like, yeah, she actually has always had a really nice voice. So when she started singing Time of My Life, that was actually her.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I know I've binge watched this whole season already. I know you guys are still getting there. But I do like how they've chosen to incorporate her music and it's just all their talents, you know, especially as they're older now and you can utilize these skill sets a little bit more, and it's really nice because it's something that we kind of saw, but you know, when you're a kid and singing, sometimes kids are just cute and they sing.
Yeah.
And so you ignore the fact that they're not on pitch and like you're like, oh my gosh, they're amazing. Like, no shade, but Mary-Kate and Ashley in their home movies, you know? Like, they were singing and stuff and they were really cute, but they are not singers.
We do not need them to close an album now.
But to see her, you know, grown up and still doing it and like the whole like DJ thing and stuff,
Oh my gosh, wait. So I didn't know this. Annika told me this, but
What
she
tell you?
Remember the past Full House? The kid that sang I'm a Yankee Doodle Dang.
Oh yeah.
Blake.
He does AfterBuzz.
He does all the time with me. What are you talking about? He's been here for like a year and a half.
I didn't know that.
Derek, yeah. Blake, not
like,
Derek.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He's really sweet. He's a He'll Come guest host with us, so Blake, we're waiting for you.
That's
I'll text him right now, guys. I got him.
That's so weird because it's like when I was younger, like that was like
he was on Little Rascals. I just think it'd be fun.
Everything.
That's
he's
crazy.
the sweetest guy.
I always thought he was Macaulay Culkin.
You're not the only one. I always have that confusion. But
I love that you just found that out.
Yeah. So funny. Do you guys want to say anything about this episode before we go to the next? Anything else that we left out that you liked? Didn't like?
I just thought it was really cute.
It was really cute.
What I love about the show right now is that it's giving me all the things of a 90s sitcom that I miss. Because, I mean, some people in the chat room right now, I am in the YouTube live chat, were saying that, you know, the acting and stuff is kind of corny, but that was what made 90s sitcoms so great. Is
Did
that
I do that?
Yeah. You know, they break the fourth
cool.
wall. They do all this goofy stuff, and it still works for some reason. And I think that this show going into season 2 is just gonna like get better and better, especially because I think the kids were maybe a little more stiff live audience, which is not that common anymore and everything. So I think that once they kind of get used to that and having to hold for laughter and stuff, it's just going to make everything a lot better.
Yeah, Max is very theatrical. Like, I feel like he has a theater background. He's like 7. But I feel like he's like, that's when every time he comes on, it's like very staged and it's adorable because he's so young. But I think, next season going into it, he'll be more comfortable with it and it'll be really, I'm excited.
Taping in front of a live audience is not something that's done anymore, really, and it's not easy. So, you know, you have the older adults now who grew up doing this in front of it, so they know what they're doing. So you have veterans who can help teach these kids how to do it and not seem so Disney?
Yeah. Oh, good one.
There we go.
That's the way I describe it.
I like it. And I have to say, because Dave was in this episode, I kind of like how they're spreading out their appearances.
Yeah, it's not too much to where it's like Full House.
Yeah.
It's like we're going to get...
It's like a little glimpse. Oh, we're waiting for the babysitter. The babysitter's here. The baby... And it's like, you know, someone from Full House is about to walk through that door, you know? And John was on the second one, so it's like, it's not him again.
Yep.
So somebody else. And like, it kind of breaks it up a little bit. So it's like, oh, you get a little, oh, remember this?
Yeah.
And I think that's smart. It's really smart how they did that. And
yeah, because if it was too much, it would take away from
the girls.
The girls and what the story is trying to go. And honestly, for this show to really grow, it needs this cast to be the prominent one. So it's nice that they, throw in the old cast to kind of
keep it going, remember them,
because it makes us happy. As watchers of the original, we're like, yes, Uncle Jesse's back. Oh my gosh, my crush is here.
But I hope this sparks off some stuff, because I saw a posting, and I don't know if this is real, for Married with Grandchildren, and I would be really excited for that. I would be so excited if all the 90s sitcoms just came back.
Married with Children, but Married with Grandchildren.
Okay, I was like, wait, what?
But it has to be done like Fuller House, because to me, this was one of the best sequels, spin-off type of things done ever.
And just release them on Netflix so that we can just watch them. Because if you go into like a ratings thing with a week by week, you might lose your audience and the interest. But doing it this way, it's just...
I mean, they got a second season in 3 days. So, like, they did something right. They did something, Okay, let's go to the next one, called Not So Great Escape.
Sure wasn't.
I remember this. Sorry.
No, it's okay. But, Ramona didn't like her school, obviously. I mean, I don't blame her. A high school student, junior high. Was she junior high?
She's moving in, like, the middle of the semester, the middle of the school year, and she just got plopped here.
From her house. She moved from wherever she was living. Her parents are going through a divorce. She's now living in some guy's room across the hall. Like, she's new friends. It's, like, not the time to do this.
Yeah. It's hard. And kids are mean, and it's hard to make friends. I was always so lucky. I didn't realize how lucky I was because I played sports, so I went into school situations with automatic friends. And then, like, after college came, and I was like, how do I meet people outside of, like, teammates who aren't being basically forced to be my friend?
Yeah.
So it's very hard out there. Hard. So I really felt bad for her.
When I moved in, like, 8th grade. But see, for me, I can instantly make friends with females. And then once you're friends with the females...
You're good. You're good. All the guys want to be your friend.
I'm your girlfriend's best friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like that kind. So with me, it was kind of interesting to see this situation, because it felt like Ramona having to live in this situation already, that's tea. People going to talk about that. Yeah. And then not only that, but whatever... what is his name? The oldest brother. Jackson. I was going to call him Maxim.
You just got Max on your mind.
Max on my mind. But Jackson, you're going into the school, and then you kind of have whatever he has going on. If kids don't like him, and now you're the girl that moves in with him, you kind of have that. So I can understand her getting nervous. And she's already been going for, 3 or 4 days? And she was like, nobody's talking to me.
Yeah. And her mom's Kimmy Gibbler.
Well, right.
I mean, like, that's just... that's the other thing. When your mom's Kimmy Gibbler, I'm gonna assume you get embarrassed pretty easily about your mom and kind of try not to keep your friends around too much.
She found one, though. Leilani, what was her name? Lola. She was
I'm gonna keep it to myself, but it becomes a cute little crew.
Okay, all right.
She just looks like, she gives me Angelica from Rugrats.
Lola or Ramona?
Ramona. Like, not as witchy as Angelica used to be, but she's very like, you go over here. You like bossy and telling everybody kind of what to do, and that's what made me surprised that she couldn't find no friends in school, because it seemed like kids would love her.
They'd gravitate towards that. Yeah. It's not an easy situation, and like, even when Lola came in the house, she was like, "Oh, you live with him?" Like she didn't know. This is not something that's spread around in school, So it sucks. It's not a fun situation. But I haven't watched that far to see what you're talking about. But I can't wait to see.
Wait till you see the birthday party
episode. Okay. All right. I have to say, Stephanie was getting some attention on this one.
It was weird though, because
she was using the kids.
Yeah, which I just don't understand when people like create such a like bogus lie that if you really like, she really liked this guy, or she was really attracted to him. Now you have opened this road that it's like, where do you're now DJ's gonna be your maid, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
When do the lies stop?
Yeah.
To get there. But what I did appreciate is that what we usually see the situation, it's a guy
That's
using
exactly
the
what I was
baby
gonna say.
to
It's
pick
now
up
switched.
chicks, and it's a role reversal.
That is good, yeah.
It's
So
now
I really,
switched.
yeah, it switched, and I was like, okay, she can still pull some tail even with like
Yeah.
a kid, and then accidentally talking about more kids. So you know, hope is not lost. There are guys out there who want to date single moms.
It's so crazy to me because I know a lot of like amazing guys who don't have their own kids, who are still young in their like 20s, never been married. It's insane to me. Like, they'll straight out just tell me, like, they have the world going for them. They love single moms. And I just straight out just said,
That's so
am I not missing? Like, they're amazing. Like, you know, it's so hard to be a single mom. I get it, you know, but like, to me, a 20-year-old something single guy is not going to be thinking, oh, let me get a single mom, you know? And I just straight out asked that. It's like, what is the draw? What is it? And it goes right back to them. They were honest. It goes right back to them because they're knight in shining armor, not for one, but for two. They're saving two people now.
Yeah.
They're saving the mom and the kid.
But it's usually the mom saving the kid and the boy.
Right.
The
It goes
man
right
in the
back around.
situation.
But it's just funny, like, they were so honest about it. They're like, this is it. It's because we get to be the knight in shining armor, and we not only save the damsel in distress, we save the child. And I was like, okay, well, I could see that. I see that reasoning. You more of like, I don't know what, but...
I loved that he came back with the food that she tried to purchase. That to me was like too cute.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about y'all, but I've literally done what she said. Start at the top, work your way down.
Yeah.
And then still had like 30 cents left over, and you're like, just cancel that one.
Just cancel it.
Work your way through the rainbow.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping that he was gonna say something when she was in there, like, oh, you know, like, let me get that for you, and I thought that's where the conversation was gonna happen. But I did kind of like that he came to work, but then in another sense that is kind of stalkerish.
But, like, you wouldn't think it's stalkerish if it was someone you were into. You would think
She
it's
mentioned
sweet.
where she worked
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, she mentioned it, but it's still a little like...
I thought it was weird when she gave the tapeworm thing, and he was like, yeah, I'm trying to worm my way into your heart. It's like, I don't even know you.
Yeah, you know, it's just like, oh, I don't know you that well, and you just came to my place of work, and now you know that I'm here, and here's my kid.
Look, this is Full House. This isn't Love and Hip Hop. This is like, we live in this world where a guy can just walk in with a bagel and be like, here.
Yeah, I mean, and I like that world, but in my world,
that doesn't happen.
When guys follow me places,
it's
I pull out the mace and I'm like, whoa.
Because it's never the ones that you want to follow you. It's the ones that are like, oh God, get away from me, creepster. But like, if it was someone you're into,
that just gets in your car because it takes your Uber. Talk about picking up someone.
You know, so I feel like it all depends on who it is that's doing the act or doing the, you know, whatever nice thing.
Have you guys ever fibbed a little bit to gain a man's
I feel
attention?
like everyone has.
But like to this kind of extent, like you're like,
no.
Oh yeah, I live in a house or I drive.
No, because it's gonna be caught. Have you?
I definitely don't give myself kids that I don't have. That's one thing. That's rule number one for Tiana. She's not gonna lie about having kids when she definitely doesn't.
Right.
If I have my little cousins with me and someone's like, "Oh, your daughter," nope. Go over there.
Yeah.
That's not my daughter. We are cousins, very distant cousins, but that is not my daughter.
Yeah.
I did love that this episode, you know, does show that there are guys out there that, you know,
that's not a deterrent.
It ain't the end of the road, ladies.
No.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of single mothers do feel like,
it.
oh, how am I going to get back out? No guy's going to be interested in me. And so, that, you know, and he was a good-looking man.
He was a very good-looking guy, and he was all for it. And she was like, I have multiple. He's like, oh, better.
Yeah, no, because he's looking like, oh, wow, you got 5 already? You got good kickback.
Yeah. You snap back fast.
Snap back.
It was good. And then Max was looking for a dog in this one.
He wasn't looking for a dog. He's deciding upon all 12 of them. But my confusion was, DJ was like, okay, hurry up and pick your dog. I got to take you to school. Max never went to school that day. And that was just like totally like left out of everything.
That's true. I wonder if they cut out a scene in editing that we just like missed or...
Well, no, because he legit didn't go to school because he was in there with the tomato bath.
That's
at the
true.
End.
Oh my gosh.
It's just like, but I love the Oh My Lanta because one of our fans tweeted at us.
Yeah.
But I think you think Max said it, which it was DJ that said it. She walked in with the tomato sauce and she said, "Oh My Lanta."
Yeah.
And I was like, I love that as a Christian. I always, you know, try to, I'm like working this thing to try to not say, oh my God.
Right.
So I would try to use the Jessica Simpson. Oh my God. The Jessica Simpson one, but this one actually, oh my Lanta, I actually really like that.
Yeah, I think this should be your new catchphrase.
I mean, I'm gonna remind myself every time. What would Jesus do? Not use God's name in vain.
There you go. There you
Praise
go.
His name.
Praise His name.
I just love that. How do they get tomatoes so fast and get themselves in a bath that quick? Clothes
First of all, that's a lot of V8.
Yeah, where did it come from? Those tubs that they were in, she just got that real quick. And where do you get that much tomato juice?
And is she in a bathing suit?
And those dogs
what is
would have
she
been
wearing?
drinking that.
Yeah.
My dog would have been. Rex would have been all up in that. Yeah, I think she was just butting it. I think they're all just.
Well, she's in a bath with holding the baby, and then the next one is her nephew, and it's are you naked next to your? It's just weird.
And then I'm like, how did you get in that without it tipping over? And
where are the towels?
Where's the little step ladder? Because I couldn't even put my hook my leg
and
over
who
that
was holding
thing.
the baby when you put on it? There were a lot of questions.
But tomato juice for skunks,
which I have heard.
I have heard is a thing, and so at least she had that knowledge to go to that, because sometimes I worry about Stephanie and because I feel like I'm Stephanie. I was always the middle child, so I've always had a connection with her.
Yeah.
And in her adult life, I really feel a connection, because I feel like everyone around me is married with babies, and I'm over here
trying to be
let's go eat pizza, party, let's do this. And so if you give me a baby, I'm gonna be like, I don't know what to do with this thing.
Right.
So I feel a connection with her, and I'm not sure that I would have instantly been I need to get barrels of tomato juice.
Where do you find that?
Well, I mean, maybe that's what they wash the dogs in, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you out, girl. Okay.
I know you are. You're trying. Those are all the questions in my head. I'm I don't understand how this all just went down. How she had enough time to go get that before DJ comes in the room.
Well,
what?
DJ came back late at night, and I love that she didn't get mad at them, and instead instantly was I'm gonna put you on Facebook.
And their faces in that photo was they're over it, all of them.
Oh, Max, I just can't. You're just so adorable.
He's so cute. He's so cute. They're all. I think they did a great job with this casting, with the new cast, obviously, on the show.
Oh yeah, for
sure. The kids and everything.
Genius. But wait. So then at the school though, it was Jackson and Ramona.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. Have you guys ever skipped out of school?
Maybe.
You can't get in trouble for it.
No, we can't now. I mean, our school was across the street from the mall, is all I'm saying.
So yeah, I couldn't.
I mean, honestly, in high school, I used to write notes for myself to leave, but my mom always knew I was forging her signature and was encouraging me to leave school. I'd be like, Mom, it's raining. I don't want to be here. And she's like, okay, come home, write yourself a note.
I wish.
So I didn't really have to sneak out.
Right.
My mom just kind of let me go.
I'm so jealous. I had friends that were like that.
Yeah.
My mom would crucify me if I was leaving a school, and I felt scared. If I walk out that door, it was almost like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
If I just have to run and hope no one shot me, or you know what I mean? I don't know. So I would always want to escape school, but I was too scared.
But my parents knew everyone on campus. My first day of...
You had brothers though too.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
true.
He
was older. He was gone already. But my dad coached all these players in basketball, knew the principal and the teachers. My mom was head of the PTA. Everyone on campus knew me, so I couldn't do anything wrong. Right. But it also
you called high school campus?
Yeah.
Really?
On campus? Yeah.
High school campus?
Yeah, our high school campus. We had a huge high school.
Oh, okay.
So, everyone knew me, so it's not I could really sneak off, but our little security guards would let me off campus to go get lunch even before, only seniors could do that, and you had to have special permission. But once I started driving sophomore year, they would let me go get food and come back. And
I grew up in the woods.
California.
You ain't leaving nowhere.
Yeah, we had security at ours, but I think everyone just thought I was I was a good kid, but so it would be easier to be well, bye, because they wouldn't question, because they're she's not going to do that.
Right. My mother would be the one to call the school and be like, Jesse skipped school. Put him in detention. Don't expel him, because then he's going to be happy he's out for a week.
I never understood that, by the way.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's all I have
Well, he's set up for the volcano thing,
yeah.
which I got to say,
smart.
Very smart, DJ, you're doing a great job.
You got some smart kids.
Yeah.
And, I wouldn't have thought that to get out, but, their plan didn't work out so well.
No.
Because they do when the fire alarm ring can line up right outside.
They're not getting out of the school.
So,
Just walk out with the class and then just keep walking.
Yeah. People try that all the time, I feel like, on our fire drills. Yeah, but they would be secured at every gate.
Yeah, see, my school was so deep. Like, you by the time you're walking, they'd be like, why are you walking down the road? Like, it's like such a far... Wow, that's really, actually, now that I'm thinking about, what kind of prison was that?
All these emotions are coming back to you.
Yeah, like, Full House, what are you doing?
No, like, seriously, though, high school sometimes is like a prison because once school started, like, gates were locked on our campus. Like, you couldn't leave without someone being there. You had to walk through the front gate and check in, check out. I was like... This is like a lockdown right now.
What's happening?
They took attendance in every class to make sure you were there. School is a prison. I'm just gonna say it.
But go.
Keep going.
Go to jail. Don't stay in school.
Not the real jail.
Not real jail. Go to your prison school jail.
Oh my gosh. On that lovely note.
Those of AfterBuzz TV.
I know. We would be like, well, Tiona told me to go to jail. I was like,
look, give her some praise. And she's telling kids to go to jail.
She just means your school, obviously.
Views expressed herein are those of the host only, and not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principal.
ding.
Tell them where they can buy. I would go to predictions, but I feel like everyone's seen this. It's like, what are you gonna predict?
Really like, there's really no. I mean, with these kind of shows,
I predict that season 2 they will get Michelle Tanner back.
Oh,
you think for one episode.
Like they can do like how Nikki and Alex came back for that one episode.
You think Mary-Kate and Ashley, or do you think they're gonna go with the sister Elizabeth?
No, I think you can't do Elizabeth.
Yeah.
That's weird. Don't even bring Michelle back.
Like, don't even. Yeah, don't do it if that. I feel like maybe they'll see how much people love this and how successful it is, and be like, you know what? We'll hop on our jet from New York to Canada and we'll do one episode. We'll give you guys 15 minutes. That's all I need.
But the thing is, they can't switch because Mary-Kate and Ashley look very different now.
They do.
Like, one looks healthier.
But no,
I'm like, how are you gonna say
to
this?
See them switch and then make a joke about it. Like, Michelle, did you change your hair or something?
That would
like,
actually...
Did you go through and cut your hair? Because they're gonna make fun of it. They make fun of them in episodes. We've seen it already.
Right.
So I think that would be a fun play, and then it's like a nod to us. Or maybe she can go in a coma again, and then they both
switch
be
back.
There and
they switch back.
Remember that episode?
Yeah, they had to hug to become the one. Yeah.
I cannot.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if they, if that's too much for you ladies, how about like a FaceTime episode where you like FaceTime in, since
Skype, I mean, there's so many ways to communicate. You have to see your nephews. I was gonna say nieces and nephews, but they're all boys, so you have to see your
Ramona,
nephews.
Yeah.
Well, they probably don't care.
They don't care about Ramona, but like, it's you. I feel like I would want, if I was in that family, I'd want to know what Kimmy Gibble's kid is like.
Yeah.
I would want to meet for curiosity.
I definitely didn't think it was gonna come out looking like Ramona or acting like Ramona.
Or because look at the husband she got.
Oh yeah.
She scored, man. Kimmy Gibbler scored.
She really did.
And I think they did that on purpose. Like, oh look, the nerd, the one who's the awkward one, the one who has no friends, can get the hot guy in the end. Like, boom.
That's why I would love to see like a Family Matters come back and like Steve comes back with like the new hot girl.
Chick, yeah.
And Laura's with this like nerdy guy. Yeah. That would be amazing.
That would be hilarious. I like all that. I'm with you guys on this Mary-Kate and Ashley coming back.
Yeah.
Hashtag MK returns. That's Mary-Kate.
MKA.
MKA returns.
That sounds like a weapon, actually.
That does. We'll figure something out.
MKA Fuller House. Like, who's shooting us up? No.
Olsen twins, Fuller House.
Yeah, that's good.
It's
that's
long, but it's not a reference to a weapon or anything. So.
Exactly. And
everyone
knows
Amy
who they're
Mae
talking about.
DJ is a good mom.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
She is. She's doing great with those 3 boys. Anyways, that's all I have. Do you guys want to tell them where they can find you? You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Tiona Hobson, and on Snapchat at Tiona_Hobson.
Hey, her Snapchat stories are amazing.
Aw, thank you.
You guys can follow me at DJ Jesse J, and also my website, JesseJanedy.com.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Annika Michelle 1, and my website, AnnikaMichelle.com. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AFTERBUZZ TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AFTERBUZZ TV or its owners or principals.